Good evening, my fellow citizens. This government, as promised,
I have ordered attack on enemy military.
Air war is going on over Baghdad.
The Battle of Midway is among the most important naval battles in the history of the world. The Battle of Midway was the point where we turned the Japanese away. What better honor could you have than to be named after that great battle? My name's Rudy Shappi. I was in the Navy for 20 years, from 1957 to 1976. The USS Midway Museum, it's a peak of my career. Everything that I've done, this has brought it all together. This is the heart of it right here. So when we restored the ship, we restored it to 1992. Everything was like it was in 1992, the year that they decommissioned the ship. When I first came aboard, first was working on the ship, my wife used to make and take my clothes off out in the garage because I smelled so bad. We would clean with one hand and paint with the other. And most of us were volunteers. Most of us came in and did it because it was good, hard work. And we knew the story. We knew the story was there. When I first decided to call them docents, no one knew what they were. They said, "What's a docent?" I said, "Well, a docent's a storyteller. Docent is a guide. A docent is someone to make you feel at home." And I went all over looking at docents in all the different kinds of museums. They all wore earbuds. They all were talking to someone you didn't know. And they all had their arms across them, and they dared you to touch anything. And then I went to the Reagan Library. And they had a docent sitting on the corner of Ronald Reagan's desk. And he was telling stories about funny things that happened there. And you couldn't get people to leave the room. A guy'd have to come in and say, "Harry, shut up. There are people waiting to come in here." And I said, that's what I want us to be. I want us to be storytellers. When I started the docent program and I was recruiting docents, I said, just think, every Thanksgiving and Christmas, you guys go home with your families and you sit in the backyard and you start telling your sea stories. And everybody's eyes cloud over and everybody falls asleep because they've heard it 1,000 times. Just think, you can stay here all day and tell that same story over and over and over again, and every person will keep their eyes open and be interested because it's the first time they've heard it. So you can dump those stories, you can tell them about how scared you were, and you can stay clean and you can stay whole. So it's cathartic to be here. This is our gift to our nation. This is, for many of us, our final gift. And we hope that while you're here, you understand how much we love our ship and our country, and how much we value the freedoms we have and the value of the great men and women who continue to step forward now in a time where it's all voluntary, to go ahead, willingly step forward and put their life in danger to make this freedom still available to the people who want it, to embrace it. That's what I would put on my headstone Too many words, so.